Good morning, good morning. I hope you're safe and well because that is the most important thing. Let me just adjust. There, that's a bit better, isn't it? Yes, so here we are. I'm looking at the window outside and it is thick fog rolling over the tops of the hills towards us. Oh, joys, at least the snow has gone, which is fantastic because we had about 10 inches here and drifting and it was just, awful. Anyway, things are looking up because the weather's a bit better. It always feels like that, doesn't it? So what news have we got for you today? Bearing in mind that this is just a small selection of the goodies in today's email newsletter, Chemicals Coffee Time, which comes out at 9:30 for our lovely subscribers. Okay, what we have, first of all, is that one of our lovely readers has reminded us that as part of the Brexit phase out period, we haven't had to make a safety and security declaration on anything imported from the EU. And that all ends on the 31st of January when things coming into mainland GB and Northern Ireland from the EU will need that safety and security declaration as part of the, it's called an entry summary declaration. So I'm going to put the link below this video now in case this affects you. It is one of these real under the radar things, and it's actually quite a long time since Brexit now. So thank you very much, Graham Haig of AgriSmart, for flagging that up for all of us. Really important. The last thing we need is more friction in customs, isn't it? So that's the first thing we've got today. Second thing, completely different. It's IARC. They have decided to make Isoeugenol a category 2B carcinogen. And I'm just going to put the link below this video just now. Now, the reason why it's interesting is because, first of all, IARC do a lot of research. Right, I'm putting the list of classifications in. You'll have to filter it for Isoeugenol yourself. There we go. And what happens is that they do research and people don't always agree with it. Titanium dioxide, I'm looking at you, for example. But just because the IARC have said something's carcinogenic, it doesn't necessarily mean that it's carcinogenic. For example, it doesn't meet the CLP or the GHS standards for carcinogenicity. However, there are some situations where going on the IARC list automatically triggers things. First of all, it can be voluntarily considered a carcinogen in the USA, I believe. But more importantly, it triggers California's notorious Prop 65. And we have a really interesting article about that from Adam Batting of Contract Candles in today's newsletter. So just because Isoeugenol currently is only classified as H317 in the EU and not as a carcinogen, and generally Cat2B IARC carcinogens are not pulled through into CLP. It's only the Cat2A and the Cat1 that end up with a CLP classification. Interesting point. Excuse me. It doesn't necessarily mean it's going to be considered a carcinogen in all areas, but you do need to watch out for what's happening in the USA. As Adam says, it may take a while for Isoeugenol to be pulled through into the official Prop 65 list, and there is a derogation for naturally occurring materials, but you still need to keep an eye on it if you are in the fragrances sphere. So very good point. I'm really sorry about this. So that's the news that we have for you today. I will put a sign up if you want to get more information. The email newsletter. I really can't type and talk, can I? It's just ridiculous. I'll just put a sign up link here if you do want to go onto our list, although be aware you won't get this week's. But by signing up, you will get access to the archive. So after 9:30, you can sign in and go and look at today's and all the other emails that we've done. And then going forward, you will receive from next week onward. So that's the work thing. You're thinking, what about the funny videos? Well, we've got two more Owlkitty videos for you. The first one is what do you do if your cat is a trained assassin? Well, I think all cats are trained assassins, aren't they? Or indeed just natural assassins. So let me just get hold of this link. Hang on. Here we are. There. Oh, thanks very much, Phil Rowley, for watching this online. We do really appreciate all the information you send through. Thank you. And the second video we have is Godzilla versus Owlkitty. Yes, it had to happen. The two largest monsters in the world were obviously going to meet at some stage. So, excuse me. So that's it from me for today. Bit of an interesting day when you're talking about import declarations and IARC carcinogens all at the same time, but that gives you an idea of the range of things we discuss in the newsletter. So whatever you're doing today, I hope you have a lovely day. I hope the weather is rather better than it is for us, and I look forward to chatting to you again next week. And thank you so much to everybody who contributes to the newsletter. It really is a team game. Take care of yourselves. Bye.